Previously on Eating Pretty.
Mom, if she can come over.
Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a deshelled seafood boil. I have some king crab legs here and my Florida butter. For today's drink, I'm just doing a orange and lime water. So we're gonna go ahead and say grace. All right. Hey y'all, I hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna jump right into it. I have a story time. I'll have the link in the description box below. It is from the show Diabolical. So we're gonna start off with this nice piece of king crab right here. Ooh. Okay, so it started off with this woman named, I'm gonna break this because I do not want to have that stuff all over my mouth. It started with this lady named Dana. Okay, she had been married 3 times. And because her marriages failed, her last marriage failed, she ended up moving in with her dad. That sauce is so lit. So she moved in with her dad, and she started her own business. She was doing massage therapy. This store is juicy, okay? So she was doing massage therapy and she was running that business home. So her dad would, you know, build stuff for her, like if she wanted to change up her area, just help her move things around, because he was very handy around the house. And she would just pay him back by doing massages. So it was another couple that had moved in down the street, a lady named Larissa and her husband Carl. Larissa had arthritis. I forgot the exact name of the type of arthritis she had, but she would be in a lot of pain, like in her back and, you know, her whole entire body. So she was looking for a massage therapist, and she heard about Dana down the street. So she went over and she started getting the massages from Dana. So naturally they became friends. They became best friends. So years passed, and like I said, they were really close. So, you know, they would talk to each other about personal things and things like that. So Dana asked Larissa, how's Carl? Carl is Larissa's husband. So Larissa said, well, you know, we've been having some problems because of my situation with my arthritis. You know, I'm not able to do everything that I'm supposed to do as a wife. And he's not happy about it. And he's been really, really pressuring me that, you know, I'm not able to, you know, perform how he wants me to perform. So Dana says, I'll take care of him for you. Child, I would have flipped that whole table over. So Larissa's like, what? So she was like, I'll take care of him for you. I'm very good at what I do. And, you know, I could just help you out. Just look at it like I'm just, you know, taking some of the pressure off you. And she want the pressure to be applied to her. Like, lay it all on me, okay? Take it off her, lay it on me. Dana say, I slam dunk him tonight. So Larissa like, no. So she was like, okay. She said it wasn't any hard feelings. She just told him no. Told Dana no. But Larissa also said that she had told her husband, you know, earlier on in their marriage, when she found out, you know, that she had this arthritis, that if it was ever a time that she couldn't, you know, please him, then she would agree to let him be with somebody else as long as there were no feelings attached or anything like that. But she didn't want it to be her friend. So time went on. They still friends. She's still getting her massages. They still, you know, hanging out. Like I said, they were like best friends. They were really, really close. So one day they had just left the mall. They had been shopping all day. And Larissa was in a lot of pain. Hold on, let me take this bite, y'all. This is gonna be messy. Our sauce is so good. So Larissa was in a lot of pain. And she told Dana, like, I am in so much pain. Like, my back is killing me. Dana would always come up with, like, different oils and different things like that when she did her massages. So she gave Larissa these drops. She said, take these drops and they'll make you feel better. So Larissa went home. She took the drops and immediately she said everything changed. She didn't know where she was. Her husband was asking her if she took anything, if she was okay. So they ended up taking her to the hospital. After they did all of the tests, they admitted her to the psych ward. Larissa. They admitted Larissa to the psych ward. She ended up staying there for 3 days. When she got out, she went home. Her house was empty. Her husband wasn't there. Her son wasn't there. There was a note on the table and 2 keys. The note had Larissa's name spelled wrong. So she knew it wasn't from her husband because they had been married for 11 years. The letter was basically from Dana, basically saying, if you want to see my stepson, these are the terms that you have to agree with. And you have to sign this paper. That's the only way you're going to see him. And Carl is going to have full custody over our son. This Dana now, the massage therapist. So she done ran off with the husband. So Dana was constantly calling Larissa, telling her, just sign the papers, just sign the papers. So she was like, no, I'm not signing anything. I'm just going to go ahead and get a lawyer. So Dana ended up getting a lawyer. She got her son back. And she ended up moving away. Well, so did Carl. Carl ended up marrying Dana. So now this is husband number 4. So they married. After a while, they came up on hard times. He was making like 100,000 plus at his job. He lost his job. He ended up having to sell his car. Her massage therapy business wasn't going well. So they ended up having to move back with her dad. So she was her dad's favorite. So he always, you know, looked out for her, did whatever she wanted him to do. Whatever. But at this point, he's like, you know, you need to try to keep things going for yourself. Like, I keep having to help you out, and now you're bringing this guy into my house. Oh. So, let me turn this off. She would have to pay her daddy $500 a month. They were late on the rent. The house was always messy. So Carl called Larissa and told Larissa he was gonna go ahead and leave Dana. And as soon as he leave her, he'll be able to start making his child support payments and things like that, because he wasn't even really taking care of his kid. The story is about to take a turn, okay? So Dana and Carl get into an argument. She done gave him some love potion, the same love potion that she gave Larissa. He passes out, wakes up 14 hours later. So he realized she out here poisoning people. She started using her daddy's credit card without his permission. And just doing all kind of crazy stuff. So then her life basically started spiraling out of control. So he ended up leaving her. Months passed. The uncle, Dana's uncle, her dad's brother, nobody has heard from her dad in about 2 weeks. The brother ended up sending a cop over to the house to do a wellness check. And this is what Dana said.
Where's your dad at?
I'm not sure. He only comes by every couple of weeks and picks up mail and stuff.
Now that's his house. She's saying he not there. He only come by. He don't live there. Girl, he live there. This is his whole house. What you talking about? So she played it off pretty smooth. The sister called the police the next day and was like, please go back to the house. Nobody has heard from him. Go back. The police go back the next day. This time he asked if he can come in. He said, can I just come in just to make sure, you know, he's not hiding in here? So she said, yeah, sure. So he came in. He said as soon as he came in, he could smell, like the smell in there was terrible. And she tried to say that she had a clogged up toilet downstairs and she tried to take care of it herself, but her foot is hurt. Like, she played it cool. So he looked around. He didn't find anything. So he said something about it just didn't sit right with him. But he ended up having to leave. So he went back. He went back probably like 3 days later. And she said, oh, my dad came by. He took his cell phone and the rent money. So the police was like, okay, well, that's great. Okay, have a nice day. But he said that something about that just did not seem right. So they decided to ping the cell phone. The cell phone was still in the house once the cops did that. So they like, okay, let's take her down to the station. They took her down to the station for questioning. While they were questioning her, they were doing a search on the house. So they asking her all types of questions like, you know, you don't seem concerned. You haven't seen your dad in forever, you know, in 2 weeks, and you don't really seem concerned. So she was like, well, you know, he does this all the time because he has a girlfriend and they like to go out to the mountains and just be away from everybody. So, you know, I'm not worried about it. And he came by the other day to get his cell phone and the money. So the police was like, girl, he ain't come by there to get no cell phone or no money because the cell phone is in the house. So she stayed in line. They can't get her to confess for nothing. The detectives ended up finding the dad. They never figured out why she did it, what her motive was. Y'all have to watch that story. Like I said, I'll have the link in the description box below. It's good. I told as much of it as I could in this little bit of time, but it's juicy. And she was crazy. Okay, guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.